Hey, my lovely Serene Dream here with another Fill Me In general energy reading. And if you're new to my channel, this reading can resonate whenever you find it. It is timeless. It can resonate with you for the day, the week, the month, or even the year. But do keep in mind this reading will not resonate with everyone. So only take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse the messages if that's how it fits your situation. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, you should go ahead and do that. There's a new upload every Sunday and Wednesday. And if you would like to check out your monthly Zodiac readings or your general forecast for the rest of the year, your love forecast for the rest of the year, or your finance forecast for the rest of the year, you can do so at the Vimeo links below in the description box. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance. Oh, and if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website can be found below in the description box as well. And let's go ahead and get into your messages for this time. I can say, like, right before I started to record this reading, my ear started itching really bad. And I feel like that's a message about someone not hearing something. And I feel like it's a very important message trying to come through. I feel like it's like I'm hearing urgent. Like it's something that's very pressing that your spirit guides are trying to get through to you. And I feel like you're not quite latching on, like you're not quite yeah, and you hear like they're cutting the grass all of a sudden as I'm starting to record. So yeah, I feel like that's another message, like you're not able to hear. I feel like you need to quiet your surroundings. Some of you need to spend time meditating to receive this answer, because I feel like there's some very pertinent information trying to come through. I'm hearing for your next level. And it's like you need to know and receive this information in order to level up, or to know how to handle your level up. Because I feel like it's like you're in the process of doing something already. And it's like you're making it harder on yourself because you don't have this information. Like once you acquire this information, I feel like it's going to make whatever you're trying to do or whatever you're in the process of doing a lot easier. So that's why you need to spend time, just kind of unplug from everything. Spend time in meditation too. I also feel like sleeping. Like any of you excuse me, any of you who have been shirking sleep, I feel like you need to not do that. I feel like you need to embrace your sleeping, embrace your I'm hearing embrace nap times, embrace like going to sleep at a decent time at night, because I feel like you're going to start to receive downloads through dreams and just also hearing messages that's not necessarily within a dream. And I feel like you need to document these things. They may come in pieces. Yeah, but I feel like once you receive this information, then you're going to be able to move forward in a much easier way than you've been. It's like all of a sudden something is going to become a lot easier, or something is just going to become a whole lot more clear with this information. You're going to go, I feel like the place, I feel like where you're going, you're about to be really happy. Your level up is going to include a lot of happiness, a lot of blessings. But most of all, just I'm getting your energy like you're very, very happy with the way your life is about to go. You're about to level up in such a way that I feel like anything that you were struggling with before, I'm hearing any lingering connections that like any attachments that were hanging on to you that were no longer serving you, like all of that's about to leave. I just feel like all the negativity is about to leave your life completely when you officially level up to this next level. And it's just going to make you very happy. And because I keep saying level up, I'm also, Sierra is in my head. So like what, I don't really like praise these celebrity relationships because you never really know what goes on behind closed doors, but at least what her circumstances present itself to be is like she got this, great man, and it's like she got her dream of having like this great man who adores her and a family. I feel like that could be a message for some of you. I'm hearing some of you have like that Sierra blessing. And it's weird because, like I said, I don't like to put any kind of celebrity relationship on a pedestal, but what I'm getting is like just the presentation of it, because you don't know the details of these people's lives. But it's like, like they mention biblical relationships, like, oh, the Ruth blessing or the Esther blessing, but I'm getting like you have a Sierra blessing coming. So like what her life entails now, like what she leveled up to from where she came from. I feel like some of you are going to experience that type of blessing. I'm hearing that type of ascension. And you're not going to see it coming. Like you're going to have, like I said, once you get this download, this information that's trying to come through to you, once you get this, you're going to know how to deal with that ascension. But I feel like you're not necessarily going to know the moment that it's going to happen. Like you could be having dreams and getting all kind of signs of a change, a big shift coming in your life, but I feel like you just don't know the hour that it's going to happen, but it is coming. And when it does, it is, regardless of you getting these signs and messages, it's still going to take you by surprise. Because I feel like it's going to be more than your dreams have revealed to you. So whatever you like, as good as your dreams have been, and showing you your future, how great that felt, I feel like it's more to it. Like you've only been seeing a glimpse of what's in store for you. I'm hearing anyone who listen. Give me a moment to tune into that message. Because I don't want to go with the obvious, because I think it might not be what the obvious is concerning that message. I feel like this is God, though. It's okay. The message, when you usually hear anyone who will listen, is like you'll tell, like the message is usually that you talk about this with anyone who will listen. You will share this information with anyone who will listen. But I get like God is doing that on your behalf. So, what I feel the message is from that is like God is going to reveal your blessing to anyone who will listen. Like your story, how you've leveled up, how your life has changed. I feel like it's going to be a story of the ages. I feel like in some, like you're going to have an audience, because I feel like your blessing is going to be so big. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to see how your life has changed. And whenever I feel like you're going to be in positions to share your story, and I feel like that's God doing it. Like He's going to put you on some sort of platform to share your blessings, the story of your blessings, how they came about, the whole trajectory leading up to it, because He's wanting an audience for what He's done for you. Like He's wanting to reveal how He works through you. So it's like, yeah, He's wanting to like put you on a platform to share your story to for anyone who will listen. Because it's almost like you, I don't want to say it like that, but I mean, I'm kind of getting like you are the bait. It's like, and not in a bad way, but I feel like God is kind of using you as an example of what He can do to lure more people to Him. Because I feel like we're in a time and a space in this earth where things are getting really real. The veil is thinning. We're no longer battling flesh. We're battling, spirits and principalities. I feel like we're in that time right now. So I feel like on both sides they're using, like they're pulling out the big guns in a sense. So I feel that just as, the darker side is using all of their, tricks and all of their tricks and bag of tricks to bring out to get people to come to their side. I feel like God is whipping out His bag, and I won't say bag of tricks, but like He's whipping out His big guns to like lure people to His side. So I feel like that's what's going on right now, and I feel like God is moving through you, moving through your life to use you as quote unquote bait to lure people to Him. Because I feel like your story is going to be, I'm hearing, so magical. And it's funny because like before I went to sleep last night, I was getting this urge to listen to like fairy whimsical instrumental music. I don't know. It's like, and I feel like that's a message coming through for this reading, that something like the way things are about to take place and unfold in your life is going to seem very magical, because it is. Like nothing about what's about to happen for you is anything that, you know, you put in the time and the work. I mean, you put in the work spiritually because you worked on yourself in order to receive this. But I get like physical, like a methodical approach to getting what it is you're about to have. It's none of that. Like what's about to happen for you is really like the, I guess, like the equivalent of someone being snatched up off the street and like given a bunch of riches overnight. I feel like that's the way your life is about to move. So whatever position or circumstances you're in today, I feel like when this happens for you is literally going to be an overnight change. I'm getting Twister's overnight celebrity. It won't be a celebrity situation for everybody, but for some of you it might be. But yeah, your life is about to become like a whirlwind. Like you're going to be swept up into this brand new life with all of these things, all of these blessings. Like I said, just happiness galore, because God is working the magic in your life to use you as an example to lure people to his side. I see, I get like the reason why you're chosen, like you're the chosen one for this, because I feel like I'm speaking to a group. So I feel like there's going to be, because what I'm getting is the chosen ones, the chosen people. Back in the biblical days when the Hebrew people were the chosen people, that God used as the example of his glory and how it works in order to eventually get the Gentiles to see or understand who he is as a God, and to, in a sense, lure them. It's like he used the Hebrew people to lure the Gentiles to his side. So it's not that the Hebrew people were the only people he was willing to bless. It's like they were just the example that was initially used in order for him to show his miracles to the rest of the people, to the rest of the earth, in order to get them to understand who he is and, like I said, lure them to his side. I feel like this is happening again, and I feel like there's a group of you who are about to receive an immense blessing, and God is using you all as like his chosen ones. So I'm seeing like there's, and I don't feel like it's a huge group. I feel like, I mean, I'm reading for a lot of people, but I feel like of the entire group, I would say maybe like 20% of you are going to be used as an example of God's glory, of how God works in order to be his, like his vessel, his mouthpiece, and not just speak of, you know, his work and his glory, but actually be the example of how his glory works through your life. It's like he's putting people in position to be seen and heard, because I feel like those who are a part of this chosen group, the reason why you were chosen is because I feel like there's going to be a number of people who see themselves reflected in you. Who you are is not much different than your audience, like as far as like your backstories, as far as, you know, like your cultural backgrounds, your race. I feel like it's going to be many people who can relate to you, relate to all of you in this group, and that's going to get a lot of people to get on board, because they're going to be like, this person was just like me, or this person looks like me, or this person thought like me, or this person had the same kind of circumstances, or, you know, they have the same kind of parents, or they have the same kind of, you know, I don't know. It's like I'm getting like you all are chosen for this specific reason, because you all would get the biggest audience. Like you would get the most amount of people to want to follow in his way, God's way, because you are a face that they can relate to. And I feel like, again, it's a group, because I feel like the variety of you all, because I feel like There's like something for everybody in this group. And so you were very carefully selected as a chosen one. I'm hearing in this test group. I feel like you all are almost like a test group that God is using to again get people to see how he works, to understand the magic of who he is. I'm getting Nature Boy, the song Nature Boy in my head. And let me look up the lyrics because I feel like the lyrics are significant. Give me a minute. There was a boy, a very strange, enchanted boy. They say he wandered very far over land and sea. A little shy and sad of eye, but very wise was he. And then one day, one magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoken of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. What I get from that, I feel like as far as the lyrics are concerned, you would be this nature boy metaphorically. You would be the person who would be like I said, you would be the example to show people like no matter where you come from, no matter who you are, like you too can understand or you too can receive a blessing. But aside from blessing, like you understand life. It's not like you just woke up one day and you're in this life with all these things and you're extremely blessed and people see these like physical, tangible blessings of yours. I feel like you also have the knowledge, so it's like you've received so much knowledge over time that has allowed you to speak to people on a level that they understand and help. I'm hearing like you help condense. Like they have, I get like people have all these ideas, like very elaborate ideas of what life is about. And I feel like you are, those of you who are a part of this group, this chosen group, this test group, I feel like you all have the capacity to teach people how to condense that into a very simple understanding of life. Like you help simplify life for people. Um yeah. And it's like they listen to you because again, you have a background or there's something about you, like who you are, where you come from, that they can relate to. So they know that you know firsthand how they feel, and therefore it makes them listen to you because they're like, I like if I'm gonna listen to anybody, I'm gonna listen to them because look where they are, and I like they understand where I come from because they came from there too. I guess something about like spreading like wildfire. Again, I feel like those of you who are a part of this group, I feel like the word of you, like it's like your name, I would say, is going to like your names are going to spread like wildfire in the earth. Many people are going to know who you are. The way you're going to know this is happening, there's going to be all of a sudden a new crop of people who's going to pop up, and their name is just going to be everywhere. They're going to be on everything. They're going to be mentioned constantly. Like people are going to start to tune into this group of people. And people are going to be saying like, where, they always have this thing about like when there's a new celebrity, whatever, who pops up and this person is like everywhere doing everything, winning awards, and they call them like an industry plant. I feel like that, like those of you who are a part of this group, you're going to have that kind of energy. People may even accuse you initially of being industry plants, or being plants of even if it's not, in the entertainment industry, just they're gonna accuse you of being some sort of plant, so something that's inauthentic to they may even accuse you of like leading people, trying to lead people astray, but that's not going to be the case. I feel like when they hear you speak and they really understand where you've come from, they're going to understand how authentic your ascension has been, and they're going to tune in. So yeah, again, the way you're going to know this is happening, because it's going to be all of a sudden just like a handful of names, or maybe like two handfuls of names that just like pop up, and it's going to be like one right after the other, and it's going to just going to be constant. These same names are going to come up all the time, everywhere, in people's mouths, in publications, on TV, I don't know, like in the neighborhood. You can like, who, like, they're going to have that kind of energy. Like, people hear it so much, and they're gonna start to get curious, like, who is this person I keep, who are these people, who is this person and this person I keep hearing about? I just get that kind of energy, and that's what's gonna make them be curious enough to tune in and like figure out who you are in your story, and that's gonna get them to listen. Yeah, it's like the name, like your names are gonna spread like wildfire wherever you are and whatever you're doing, because I feel like you're gonna be planted in different areas in the earth. um I'm getting like the UK, like it could be a person who becomes like very popular in the UK, a person that becomes very popular in the Caribbean, a person who becomes very popular in the States, a person who becomes very popular. It's like I just get, a person who becomes very popular in like the hood, like all of a sudden, like all the people in the hood want to know who they are. People who, I don't know. It's just, I just get that there are going to be names that pop up very frequently, and these people are a part of that chosen group. And it's going to get people to abandon their old ways and turn to a new way of living that is healthier, that is fresher, that makes them, like I said, like life is going to become more simplified for them, because all these things that they thought they needed or needed to know, or the way they needed to process things, like I'm getting like some people thought they needed to have all this money or have all these degrees or have all this stuff in order for them to be somebody or be someone respected. And it's something about the examples of you are going to show people that I don't need all that to live and be happy. Like I say, you're going to teach people, like you're going to simplify life for people. You're going to help them understand what is important and what's not. Help them to turn away from ways that do not serve them. You're going to help people reach their highest potential. And they're going to do this by turning to God. People who've never prayed before, who probably never went to church before, like you're going to see droves of people like that starting to go to church, or starting to pray, or starting to talk about God, starting to read the Bible, starting to, whatever the case is, and it doesn't have to be any of those things. I understand people have different religions, but I just get like you're going to make people just want to tune into a higher power. That's what I get. Yeah, I'm hearing they're going to turn away from the superficial materialistic ways that they have been so rooted in. And they're going to understand that life is about much more than that. And they can actually attract more by not being so focused on that, not letting that lead them. You're going to teach many people to learn how to follow their passions. I'm hearing you're going to teach people how to wake up their passions, or you're going to be like a trigger or an activator of sorts to get people to activate the passion within them, to understand what their path is supposed to be. Because there are people that are going to be following you or paying attention to you who are on a path that is not what they're supposed to be doing. They're only on their path, on that particular path, because they're following what they saw somebody else do, but they themselves never figured out who they are supposed to be and what they're supposed to be doing. But it's like through following you, it's like you awaken that part of them for them to understand like who they are, what they're supposed to be doing. So it's going to be a lot of shifting in a whole different direction, like a whole lot of people shifting in a different direction because of your examples. And they're going to be a lot happier, like I said, freer, unburdened by the things that they were burdened by before. And they're going to have you all to thank for it. Of course, God first and foremost, but like the first thing they're going to be turning to and thanking is you all. And then they're going to understand that who it is, who you serve. and then they're gonna really tune in and understand, like, God led me to this person or these people. Okay, so that's about all I have for you all for this filmy and general energy reading. I hope it was helpful to you. Again, if you have not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you go ahead and do that. There's a new upload every Sunday and Wednesday. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, link to my website can be found below in the description box. If you would like to check out your monthly Zodiac reading, your general forecast for the rest of the year, love forecast for the rest of the year, or finance forecast for the year, you can do so at the Vimeo links below in the description box as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance, and I'll be back with more lovelies. Bye.